Hey, what's up YouTube? Brian here, aka uragonvaper. Today we're going to talk about the Vape Breed Competition RDA by Vape Breed Philippines. So this was sent to me for free for review by Neil of Vape Breed Philippines, and despite the fact that it's for free, it won't change my opinion on the product. So to start off, when you get your Vape Breed Competition RDA, it comes in this nice round silver tin can, which looks like a pomade or a hair wax container. And inside, so it has a screw-in top or cover. Inside you'll find your Vape Breed Competition RDA and some spares, grub screws and an o-ring. Okay, so without further delay, let's dive down to the close-ups and show you each and every part of the Vape Breed Competition RDA. So it's drop it low time, baby.
Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl.
Alrighty, welcome to the drop it low portion of the video. This is the Vape Breed Competition RDA taken apart. As you can see, we have three parts in front of us right now. We have the top cap or drip cap, airflow control sleeve, and the deck. So in general, the Vape Breed RDA is a 22mm in diameter RDA, which is going to look good on your 22mm tube mods like the SMPL and the likes, and your box mods as well. So also, the height of the Vape Breed RDA is about 24mm. So let's start talking about the top cap or drip cap. This is basically made out of two materials. The wide bore drip tip is made out of black Delrin, has a really nice design, and the bore is really big. So it's about 16mm in diameter for the inner bore, which is pretty humongous. And you'll also find an o-ring to lock the airflow control sleeve in place. And this part is made out of food grade 304 stainless steel. You'll also find three airflow slots. So these two are for your dual side airflow option, and this one is for your single side airflow option. And you'll also notice that it has a dome type or concave design with a spit back control, with a nice spit back control design. You'll find four holes, four pretty big holes. What I like about the spit back control design is that you can see your coils pretty clearly, and you can drip directly on your coils without a problem. So dripping on your coils is really easy with this spit back control design. So again, this will minimize your spit back, your juice spit back. So that's your top cap or drip cap. Next, we go to the airflow control sleeve. This is made out of brass. It's coated with black chrome, and you'll find the Vape Breed ATI engraved on this side, laser engraved on this side, and on the opposite side you'll find the Vape Breed logo engraved, laser engraved on it as well. So the engraving for the Vape Breed ATI, you'll find you'll see the brass coming out. So it has this like black and yellow or black and gold feel to it, which is kind of badass. And for the Vape Breed logo, you'll find the Vape Breed font in black chrome, and the sides or the background is yellow, brass, or gold, whatever you want to call it. So it's black and gold, black and yellow, goes really well together, so it gives it a badass look. Also, you'll find 5 air holes on the airflow control sleeve. The one right underneath the Vape Breed ATI engraving is for your single top bottom airflow option. Why am I calling it the top bottom airflow option? Because the Vape Breed RDA has 2 air holes aligned vertically for the bottom airflow system. So top bottom airflow, and the bottom airflow, bottom airflow, that is. So this is for your single top bottom airflow option. And the one with two, the side where you have two air holes is for your dual airflow option. The one at the middle is for your side dual airflow option, and the one right underneath it is for your top bottom airflow, dual top bottom airflow option. The air holes are about 1.5 by 7 millimeters in diameter. The machining is really clean on the outside, so it's really sick. And the inside part is also coated with black chrome, but you'll see some brass coming out of it. It's all good because it won't affect the performance of the RDA as long as the outer part is nicely done, so it's not gonna do you any harm. It's still gonna look badass from the outside. So that's your airflow control sleeve. Last but not the least, we have the deck itself. So at first glance, you'll notice that this is not your typical rounded pole deck. It has the velocity style poles, which gives it a velocity style kind of feel. But instead of having the pole holes aligned vertically, the pole holes are aligned horizontally. So it has a unique dual pole design. And the pole holes are about 2 millimeters in diameter, so it can accommodate your big wires. 2 pole holes per pole, and it's equipped with the flathead grub screws to lock your wires in place. And the negative pole is milled on the deck, so it's pretty solid. Plus, it uses a high quality PEEK insulator, so you won't have to worry about melting your insulator with your crazy sub-ohm builds on this RDA. So building your coils on this RDA is really easy. Like centering your coils is a piece of cake. So again, it has a unique dual pole design with the pole holes aligned horizontally, not vertically. So that's your poles. You'll also notice that it has a really deep juice well. It's about 6 millimeters deep, and I've heard that you can like put 20 drops in it without overspilling your juice. So that's like having a tank on your dripper. And also you'll find 3 air holes per side. That is for your bottom airflow system. So the air holes are about 2 millimeters in diameter, so that's like 6 millimeters total per side, which channels through the 2 air holes found on the side. So again, top bottom airflow and bottom airflow. So the air holes are 1.5 by 7 millimeters in diameter, and for the bottom airflow, you'll find an airflow control ring, which is made out of brass and gold plated. So it's gold plated brass with a really nice design. It has 2 grooves, really shiny, really nice gold plating, really clean, and it has an option for dual airflow and single airflow. So this is for the bottom airflow, the airflow control ring, which is about 23 millimeters in diameter. You'll also find an O-ring, by the way, to lock the airflow control sleeve in place, and this is basically made out of 304, or the deck is basically made out of 304 food grade stainless steel. So let's check out the bottom. You'll find your serial number. In my case, it's 516 or 0516 or 516, and the standard 510 threading, and a silver plated copper positive contact, which is adjustable just in case you want to adjust it, if you have to adjust it, if your RDA is not making contact with your mod's positive connection, all you have to do is get a flathead screwdriver and adjust the positive contact so that it will make contact or make connection with your mod. So basically that's it for the close-ups. Let's go back to FaceTime, or let me just build some coils with this baby, and I'll be back for the performance part of the video, so hang on tight. And I'm back from building my coils. I did a dual microcoil cotton build on the Vape Breed Competition RDA using a 22 gauge Canthal wire, 10 wraps, 10 loops on a 3mm coil guide. It's giving me a reading of 0.27 ohms on my RX 200. So I'll be using flavors of Aphrodite, Seduce for this review. So let me just juice this baby up. And some more there. Let's see how much juice it can accommodate. So let's give it a test fire. Alright, all set. So I'll be using it on a full airflow, dual airflow option. So all airflows or air holes on the sides are open. So this is the maximum airflow that you'll get on the Vape Breed Competition RDA. So let's give it a try. Despite the fact that all air holes are open, flavor is pretty damn good, and the vapor, as you can see, it can chuck some freaking clouds. And what I like about the Vape Breed RDA is that you can play around with the airflow option. So you can close the bottom airflow totally, or just use the bottom airflow and close everything up like so. Here it is. Air holes on the sides are closed, so just the bottom airflow. Tighter draw, basically more flavor. Or you can just open it all up like what I did earlier. So let's give it a try again. By the way, I'm vaping it at 70 watts on my RX 200. Pros, well, as you can see, it looks pretty badass on my RX 200, even if it's sitting on a black heatsink. Black, gold, black and yellow theme, really awesome. Also, the flavor is pretty awesome. The vapor production is pretty awesome. As you can see, it can chuck some massive amounts of clouds. The what do you call this? The spit back control is pretty awesome. You can see your coils directly and drip directly without removing the top cap. So you can just get your dripper or your bottle and just like put it in there and juice and wick your cottons up pretty well. Go. Some cons, well, the only con for me, minor con for me, is that I would love to have the bottom airflow control ring. I would love to have an O-ring inside there, because condensation tends to build up in between the airflow control ring and the deck. So it may like crawl down your 510 connection, but that's why I'm using a heat sink for the RX 200, so I won't, you know, mess up my mod. But basically it's all good. So kudos to Neil of Vape Breed Philippines for coming up with a badass RDA. As you can see, the design is pretty badass. It looks pretty badass on my RX 200. The black and gold or black and yellow theme is really sick. The flavor is awesome. Vapor production is awesome. Juice well is pretty deep. It's like a tank on a dripper. Really badass RDA from Vape Breed Philippines. Well, that's the only con I can find. So I've talked to Neil about it, and he said that he'll look into it and possibly put an O-ring on the or inside, or yeah, in between the what do you call this, airflow control ring and the deck. So it's like gonna stop the condensation from coming out the sides and crawling to your 510 connection or getting your mods wet whatsoever. But it's minimal. So with that said, well, my recommendation, it's a badass RDA. So for pricing, all you have to do is get in touch with Neil of Vape Breed Philippines, or you can check out the groups. I'll be posting all the Facebook links on the description of the video if you want to avail of the Vape Breed RDA. By the way, the difference between the Vape Breed Competition RDA and the previous one is that the previous one comes in 3 variants. That's stainless steel, gold, and black. So I have the gold version, and it has a smaller drip tip. It's also wide bore, but this one is bigger, and it doesn't come with a 510 drip tip adapter as of the moment. So it's gonna be pretty badass if you can, or if they'll be coming out with a 510 drip tip adapter. So basically everything is pretty much identical except for the color and the drip cap. So you can even use your old gold, if you have this gold thingy top cap or sleeve, you can use it here, and it's gonna look pretty cool with all gold on it. So everything is pretty much identical. So again, for the pricing, I'll be putting all the links on the description of the video, and you can just get in touch with Neil of Vape Breed. So that's it for my take on the Vape Breed Competition RDA. So let me just do a couple more pulls and I'm done. There you have it. This has been Uragon Vapor. To all vapors out there, please do vape responsibly. Do not vape where you can't smoke. Keep on vaping. Stop smoking. Smoking is bad for your health. Vaping is good. So if you want to quit smoking, just start vaping. Vape hard and vape on.